for people who had mental problems. And in my home, I started to mirror a lot of their actions, a lot of their behaviors, and I didn't know what it was. And you know, we have the stigmatism, especially in our community, where we don't want to talk about mental health.
Yeah.
We want to suck it up. And if you cry, you're not tough enough. If you hurt, find a way to get strong. Don't tell nobody. Find hope in it. You know, blunt will find release in drugs or street life, because you're adapted into something that makes you feel safe. Or you hold on to something that makes you feel safe. You carrying that thing in the backseat of your car because it makes you feel safe.
Come on here.
But that's not what it is. And at that time, my brain began to deteriorate. Literally. I had to go to a psychiatrist. And amongst everything else, amongst all the 9 different diagnoses that I got, she had told me that I was on borderline schizophrenia.
Jesus.
And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about, borderline schizophrenia?
Come on here.
She was like, no, like you're in a position where you live at a point of duality, and you try to live this way and that way to the point where your brain is literally separated. And you have 2 very vivid realities, and both of which you think are true.
Yeah.
And there's not really anything you can do about it. So here, we're going to give you pills, medication, to kind of make reality seem the same, so that you have some sort of continuity in your thinking, and so that you can try to live a normal life. But I said I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be the guy that function that's on medication, or I don't. Everybody says, so you're a live wire. You can't talk about this around Isaiah because you know something wrong. But I took it anyway because I have 3 kids and a wife.
Okay.
And that's for the safety of my children, for the safety of the legacy that God gave me, the blessing that God gave me. I want to make sure that they are safe. So I took it. And I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that I felt like I had to be dependent on this in order to keep them safe. And it put me in a really interesting predicament. And it brought me to something that everyone seems to run from, but the very thing that God seems to bless me the most, suffering. God, why would you allow me to suffer? First question, God, what have I done that would cause me to suffer in this way? To the very point that I can tell my wife that I love her and call her name and Susan. To say out of my mouth that I believe in Christ as my Savior, but that my spirit is evil.
Jesus.
Lord, how does this balance? Like, what is this? Almost like the king that God said, you know, you're going to be out like a rabid animal. And I'm like, God, I just don't understand. I don't understand. How is it that I can feel in my heart that I trust you and I believe you?
Yeah.
But this is my reality. I can't just ignore it. I can't sweep it under the rug. I can't act like this is not real. Because I'm not gonna fuck my way through this one. Ain't no amount of street life is gonna make it seem okay.
Come on.
Because when my child comes up to me and says, Dad, are you alright? I feel so exposed and so naked. Because he's asking me from a point of sincerity. Because he sees something in Daddy that Daddy's trying to hide. I'm trying my best to cover up for you, son, because I want you to be proud of who your dad is. I'm the man of the house, and this is an image I have to portray. I have to be the valiant warrior for the family. The Lord called me to be the priest of my home, but I can't administer to myself.
Come on, brother.
I open up your word, Lord, and I find no hope. I find no shelter. Where do I go? God, what is this? Why must I suffer? And in the midst of all of my questioning and asking and pleading, proverbial F-use. God's like, I do. But he told me something. He said, shh, just be quiet. And come with me, walk with me.
Yeah.
With me.
Stop trying to be religious. Stop trying to do a prayer because the pastor at church told you to. Stop trying to stand there and be a leader and be a pastor because that's what you feel like your calling is. Right now, I need you to stop working so hard and I need you to do something. I need you to tend to your gardens. I might tend to my gardens, I guess. There's a lot of life and growth that you want, but there are a lot of weeds that you need to pull up. And the thing is that you don't know how deep those roots are. You don't know. When you start pulling, you think it's a snatch, but you might find yourself pulling and pulling.
Jesus.
And pulling. And now this pile of weeds is getting a lot bigger, but you keep pulling, and you're like, Lord, I don't want to pull no more. You said, yeah, you over here, but the root of your weeds is all the way over there. You need to keep pulling.
Jesus.
And I'm like, God, I just don't want to, I'm tired. I'm tired of pulling the front for my wife, for my kids, for my mother. I can't do it anymore. Excuse me, children, forget to go over that, but I just have to be honest and real. So I sit in my living room and I said, I can't do this anymore. I sit there. I don't know if anybody here listens to secular music, but there's a song I played by YNW Melly called Murder on My Mind. And I played it on repeat. I said, Lord, I just can't do this. I said, you know what, I'm fine. I know I'm doing it alone. Call my wife. I said, baby, I need you to come home now. She at work, so I need you to come home right now. Something not right. Is that the height of everything? She said, no. Rung my bell. I said, no, baby, I don't think you understand. So I'm on FaceTime. So you see that I'm not children. This isn't a game. I'm not playing with you. This is not something that I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this to be funny. I don't know that I have to surprise you at the house. No, I need you now. No. She said, I'm gonna pray for you. Now in the moment I see my slap in the face. I'm like, baby, I told you I need your presence here. And you elected to say, we're just gonna pray for you. I'm like, God, what I said? I don't got nothing. I called my wife. I called my friend. And she said no. That's it. I'm sitting there. I'm gonna go to my life. Oh my God, this is it. I'm done. Right here. I'm not gonna come home to a little bit. And he said, hold. Chill. Let hold. This is that point when the shepherd gets the hook. And get that one. He said, I'm gonna give you back. But I was stubborn, so he had to break my legs. And I'm gonna carry it. And you need to stop.
Lord.
And he said, call your mom. All right, call my mom. My mom was injured at the time. She was hurt. I said, Mom, I need you. I told her to send him to my wife. She said, baby, I'm on my way. But don't you hang up this phone. She called me in. And she looks at me. And I remember in the midst of my duality of mind and trying to, and having so much evil stirred in my heart, but still seeing a glimpse of light. And I see her standing in my doorway. She said, Isaiah, give it to me. She tossed it. She just held me. And that for that moment, everything stood still. And then I remember Jeremiah, be still. And it was like,
Yes.
be still. Stop. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. And don't run from the situation. Don't run from the pains. You're going to have to endure this suffering. You're going to have, no, your mama being here, that's nice. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. God was to get you off the edge. But we have to walk this thing out. You have to stop being religious and be relational. Because see, I've been in church all of my life. I didn't know who Jesus was.
Come on.
I sang some hymns, went to the Bible studies, the whole 9 yards, even went to seminary. The whole 9 yards. I didn't have a clue of who Jesus was. But it's a moment where where everybody said, you get to the end of yourself, and I really got to the end of myself. So much so that in my brain, I got versions of myself. And neither one of them. God worry about the suffering. I told you were going to suffer. I told you. I told you that when the world hates you, remember what? That it hated me first. You will endure. You will suffer, but only for a short time. It will do nothing in comparison to the glory that will await you. So I'm sitting there and I'm going through it, and I'm having all kinds of looking at my son. And they're like, I just need my papa, I need my dad. And I'm like, Dad, you're here.
Jesus.
I can't help you. I want to love you. I want to restore what my father didn't give me. The son I got it for you. Not right now. God just said, quiet. Shh. And follow me. Stop talking so much about what you're going through. Stop trying to tell everybody your problem. Just be quiet and follow me. And slowly but surely, one medication flow. Another medication flow. And all of a sudden, the very person you see in front of you, still in the process, still on the journey,
Yeah.
but it is not the person 5-6 years ago that went to the courthouse and said, you know, baby, I can't stay here. I can't do this. That's grass is green on the other side. I can't do this no more because I didn't see what it was like for mom and dad to stay together. And I know examples, so hey, what am I supposed to do? A lot like the guy at the pool of Bethsaida, when Jesus said, do you want to be healed? And he like, I don't got nobody to carry me to the water. I didn't ask you what anybody else can do for you.
Yes.
I didn't ask you for the angel to stir up the water. I didn't ask you about your knowledge of the word.
Yeah.
And what the world's cures have to offer you. I asked you, do you want to be healed?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he didn't say, oh, you're healed. He said, man, take up your mat and walk. Go. Take up your mat and walk. And go. Get up. Shh. Get up. Don't keep sitting here. Get up and go. I'm equipping you. I'm helping you now. Get up and go. But every step of the process, stay with me. Don't let the voices get so loud. Shh. Just walk with me.
That's good.
Walk with me. And so if in any part of my testimony, all I can tell you, drop the religion. Get into the relationship.
That's it.
And walk with me.
That's it.
It don't matter the path you want. It don't matter the past you had. It doesn't matter what awaits you in the future. In the moment, here and now, young, old, or indifferent.
That's good.
Walk with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amen.